Okay, cool. I'll start and then I'll hand this off because we don't have any microphones. Oh, you're good? You're good? You're good. Okay, cool. Just 1 2-minute introduction of all of you, and then we'll probably ask questions and figure it out and go from there. Cool? All right. Thanks, y'all.
You can start.
Okay, it's working. Okay. My name is Vanda. I'm head of customer care team in RedTrack.io. It's a tracker. 6 years in affiliate marketing, in digital marketing. So I have a lot of insights to share about your ROI.
Hi guys, my name is Ella Mack and I'm head of affiliate management and business development at Combo. I'm with the company about 10 years and we started from the very scratch to multi-million dollars company and actually the whole holding with other projects. And myself, I started as a media buyer, so I were in your shoes, so I know pretty much about both tracking, ROI, etc. And also we have internal media buyers, so they contributed a lot into my speech today.
Hi guys, I am from Volume Tracker. My name is Michael. It's 4 years already for me in Volume. I was a sales guy. Right now I'm responsible for partnerships, so I know a thing or two about what struggles our clients have and what mistakes you can avoid in order to protect your ROI.
Hi everybody, my name is John Lobruto. I'm the head of affiliate marketing for GetResponse. We're an email marketing platform. I've been with GetResponse for approximately 4 years as global head of affiliates. Previously worked for many other companies as a affiliate manager running their programs and been in the industry for about 15 years.
Very nice. Okay, so who wants to start, guys? Okay, so let me start maybe. What common mistakes are there in affiliate marketing that affect your ROI? And I think we'll agree here with Vanda, it's no tracking or poor tracking. So basically, if you're running I'm talking about paid campaigns right now, paid media. If you're running your campaigns without any tracker or if the tracker is inaccurate, simply speaking, you are doing it wrong and most probably you are doing it blindly. You get some data from internal trackers that are there on the platforms that you use, on traffic sources or on affiliate networks. But when you scale, it is simply not enough in order to properly do it. You are losing conversions, most probably you are losing some kind of traffic. You may get also fraud traffic in it. So you also need to know what percentage of your traffic is potentially fraudulent or not. And these are the things that tracker will help you with. So yeah, I don't know if you agree with me, guys.
Yeah, I can also extend a little bit because poor tracking, it's important to mention that you have to have proper integration. So of course, a specialized software has all the functionality, API integrations. You have everything automatic and it makes your work much easier. So I think most of the affiliates use a tracker, so just to add a little bit.
And am I correct that for several years right now, if you run Facebook right now, tracker is just vital, right? Because of all those GDPR, etc., they started hiding more and more data from us. But still, with a tracker, you can do most of the segmentation you really want to make. But here, I think the most vital thing is to do tracking, but not to do micro-tracking, right? For example, you may see the segments of the browsers, but maybe not to go too much into the versions of it because the audience will be too small. Or, for example, with Facebook, of course, because AdCombo is neutral company, so we're a direct advertiser, and our products are bought by people who have physical money and they're ready to buy like facial creams that cost, I don't know, like 50 euro, etc. And of course, your audience should have those money. And you should be tricky and smart enough how to find that audience. For example, you can be searching people by the latest version of iPhone, right? So this is one point of view. But on the other hand, for example, you can use the zip codes and the country areas that are most people who have very good value for the money, etc. So they live in those areas. And maybe then ROI, you will have, they will be different ROIs, right? Because you get in the same audience, but with a clever and cleverer way, right? Or for example, they're into yachts or like something like luxurious, right? And so you take those campaigns with different targeting and then try to contribute which one brings you more money, because we're here onto ROI finally, right?
So with tracking, my perspective is from a merchant's perspective. And it is one of the most important parts of developing a very effective affiliate program. There are different levels of tracking that you have to consider when you're developing your internal program. You forget response, we have an in-house program that is developed by us on our domain and with tracking that's associated directly with our web domain. So we have less of a problem with third-party cookies, things of that nature, because our affiliate program works on the same domain as our actual product. Having said that, you have to be very considerate of how to bulletproof the tracking, because it's the most important relationship between the affiliate and the merchant. The affiliate's sending traffic to the merchant, and they expect their traffic to be properly attributed. One of the things that you do see with this scenario is the cookie blockers. So there's been a push for cookieless tracking. One of the things that we do to try to add layers to proper tracking is to add coupon codes that are specific to affiliates. So this way, a code will attribute to a particular affiliate, and that code is assigned to the affiliate. That's one of the most effective ways, I think, to avoid a lot of the outside influences on tracking. Because right now, we have situations where Google is blocking affiliate links. Facebook is blocking affiliate links. So how do you overcome that? Because now traffic's coming to your site, you don't know who it's from because the information does not exist within your database, and it's just kills the relationship, obviously, between the merchant. Because at the end of the day, the affiliate's looking at earnings per click, right? The EPC is the most important actual piece of the relationship, not commissions, not impressions. It is really EPC, because they're either paying for traffic or they've paid for content to accumulate traffic. And if that does not convert, or if the data is not accurate and it's not being properly attributed to the affiliate, you've ruined that relationship. You've skewed the numbers. And you also aren't paying commissions, right? Because that's what we're here for.
Yeah, that is correct. So I think it's enough about tracking. Let me moderate a bit. It will be much easier to manage this panel, and we are not going to speak only about tracking. Another thing, when we were discussing before the panel, what struggles do affiliates have, was not enough testing. And I think even more of you guys mentioned it. So I heard from our clients multiple times that the campaign is not working, or the results are not there, and so on and so on. And often the reason behind that is that they are not doing enough testing. It's especially important if we are talking about native ads. The more you test, the more creatives you test, the bigger is the chance that you will find this winner, and you will be able to scale it. Because if you are testing just one creative, or I don't know, like if you don't do A/B tests, you don't know if you're doing something wrong, or maybe you can improve something. And it's all about improving. It's all about optimizing your campaign. It's all about optimizing your creatives and so on in order to receive the most efficient results.
Oh, I agree. So like one of the biggest mistakes that affiliates make, and it's also affecting the merchants, is you just pick up the homepage link. Or your banners are just pointed to a whole page link. You don't do deep linking. You don't identify more high converting pages. So from the affiliate's perspective, they may have traffic that will highly convert on a pricing page because it's a very warm handoff. So you have the affiliate giving much information about the product or reviews or all the different criteria that the customer may go through to make their decision. It's a very warm handoff. To put them into a home page at that point creates an additional click. you want to bring them into the warmest possible sales funnel, and that would be a pricing page. Having said that, on the merchant side, constantly testing your pricing page, constantly testing the sales funnel, you have the responsibility for conversion as the merchant. So an affiliate does have the responsibility to warm up that relationship and to bring the affiliate into the realm of the merchant, but the merchant then has to sell the product at the end of the day. And if you have a conversion page that is not optimized for affiliate traffic, and what I mean is we have merchants that sell freemium. Well, if all your call to actions are try free or try freemium, that's very hard in the affiliate channel. It's wonderful organic, it's fantastic for PPC, but at the end of the day, for affiliate traffic, the affiliates want a conversion. If they're only getting paid for sales in a CPA model, that has to be the main focus. And you have a number of different testings you need to do, approaches, be able to provide discounts or campaigns that increase the conversion potential in order to make the most out of the program for both the affiliate and yourself.
And here I'd like to add that actually I know that affiliates, they both like and dislike tracking. I mean, everybody is dreaming about, you know, this secret button that you just press and you start receiving cash, right? Yesterday it was told that where do you spy for the creatives? Facebook Lab. Yeah, well, but of course you know that there are like different ways of spying for creatives, especially if you know the names of other affiliates you definitely want to follow, because sometimes you can even understand which team is running which creative, etc. But usually when you just go to those funnels, you simply copy the same landing page and the same pre-lander and you start running the same product. If you don't have that optimization yet, or you don't have the big relationship with this network yet, so probably your ROI still become negative. So what I mean, when you try to follow other guys' creatives and that really, you know, perform well and they receive much traffic that you see in those spy tools, right? Try to be a little bit more, I don't know, creative there. Change maybe the colors of the headers or change the pictures a little bit, because maybe your lander will be seen by the same audience of those guys who are already making these huge volumes, right? So you need to compete with those who are already successful, maybe on the same audience. So just be a little bit more creative. Make tiny differences to their funnels, and maybe they will catch better and better audience. So don't simply copy your competitors, other affiliates, right? Just try to implement something new, and I'm sure that in this case you will receive better results than just going through the same path that they are already following. And also, please always contact your affiliate managers trying to get better and better payouts, because of course when you start from the very beginning, you don't make big numbers yet. They don't know the quality of your traffic. Ordinary payouts in the network, they are pretty low. But if you talk to affiliate managers, if you share the more and more details from your campaign. Let's say, just be honest with the affiliate network. If you do the A/B test, just put in sub-accounts the data that here is this lander. You don't need to share all the data, like what is there revealed in that landing page. Just mark them somehow, so that when your affiliate manager and advertiser, they will be analyzing your funnel, they can say, okay, I can give you better payout for this funnel because it works well, and maybe a little lower payout for this funnel. So try being creative. Of course, follow the leaders, but be smart enough to become a leader yourself, right? A little bit when you do testing.
Just a small tip came to my mind recently regarding these spy tools and other affiliates copying your funnels, your landers. With the tracker, you can actually hide your funnel a little bit. Landing page, no, because with the Facebook or Google, you're forced to use no redirect tracking, so it's about script, and of course it should be a landing page. but you can hide the offer and everything that comes after the CTE button. So contact your manager, your support team of your tracker, and they will help you doing this.
Oh yes, our internal media buyers, they said that with this hiding of their landing pages, at least their creatives lasted a little longer, maybe for 1 month or something like that, because still there are ways to find out. If you really know whom you're following in terms of like super affiliates, etc., you in most cases can find their creatives if you just know how to spy, right?
Yeah, but in any case, all you know that affiliate marketing is testing. So the trends are changing very, very fast. If you are not making tests, if you're afraid, you found the funnel and you continue to use the same funnel. I think it was said also yesterday on the Facebook panel, you need to make tests. Don't be afraid to make tests. Don't spend too much money on the testing, but do the testing. And you can find maybe even a better funnel. Why not?
Yeah, and also a very, very common mistake, but our internal media buyers, they sometimes do it, because all creatives that we usually make, we make them on the desktop, right? And then when we definitely need to check how our landing pages, they look on mobile phones. I know it's obvious, but sometimes just some part of the buttons go away or something like that, so still it's vital, right? Even right now, we try to make even the landing pages on the like iPad or on iPhone, etc., because we use a lot of artificial intelligence, and we implement like short videos and longer videos into our pre-sale pages, and we try like building them from the scratch, not that much into desktop, but trying to use the mobile devices the more, because it's just like, you know, it's just like helpful when you, in your mindset, you first see it from the mobile device itself. So I don't know, it's helping us a lot with the conversions.
Yeah, like design, it's obvious, I think, but design is super important if we are talking about creatives, but also about landing pages and the whole funnel. So it's always very good. Like, you know, of course it depends on offer, what kind of offer you have, but landing page can help you really well to warm up a lead. So when he gets to the offer page, they are ready to buy, and the chances of buying are much higher. It's especially important in lead generation. There is a very cool tool, maybe some of you know it, it's called Hayflow. You can create very complicated funnels based on the rules that you set. So depending on choices that people make on those landing pages, they will get redirected to a specific landing page based on the things that you set, and it really helps to increase conversion rates. So design, funnel design, these are the things that you should really focus on as well.
So one of the things also that really affects ROI in an affiliate program, especially from a merchant's perspective, but also from an affiliate's perspective, is fraud. We all deal with it. And you know, people are so creative. It's incredible. You have to look at every aspect of the program, every method of payment, every understanding the customer and the customer behavior to really identify very quickly. When you're developing a program, you have to anticipate these things. You have to build these into your terms of service. If you do not, you're going to get taken to the cleaners. You have traffic that comes in. That traffic has to be validated. You have to be able to have, you know, especially in a SaaS environment where they're paying monthly or one big annual payment, you have to be able to verify that this is actually a real customer. Is there activity? You have to build into your terms of service the ability to understand that customer behavior and identify if that customer behavior is fraudulent or is masking some sort of fraud. And the thing is, it's not just a merchant's problem. One of the things that I really, really hate is when you see compliance teams saying, oh, we shut them down, you know, that we have fraud from this affiliate. And my answer always is, yeah, it could be the affiliate. You know, if it's somebody that just joined and all of a sudden you see this fraud spike, let's shut them down. But realistically, they may not know the traffic is fraudulent. You see that a lot in loyalty, right? So you have these loyalty providers that give cash back on commission. Somebody figures out that, hey, if I could pay $15, they're going to give me, you know, a percentage of the commission. The commission may be $100. So they're getting $70 on a $15 payment. They pull out after the first month, and everybody's been frauded. The affiliates lost the actual loyalty payment, and the merchant never got the sale, and then get charged back later. So you have to understand this. You have to understand the process. You got to think like a fraudster. And you have to be able to work very quickly on your feet as soon as you see this activity to identify if that path is something you didn't anticipate. So you could change your terms of service, change your policies, and then also communicate, that this has happened and let's get it to stop and so on and so forth. But fraud is a big deal.
Yeah, it is. Like, of course, there are tools. Some trackers, some platforms have internal tools to protect you from bots, but you are never sure if they are true, or if they are telling the truth or not. So some external tools, for sure, can make the work done. But we all know that for affiliates, bot traffic is pain in the ass, basically. So you're wasting money, you're spending money on empty traffic that is not converting, and that affects also ROI, right? So.
And sometimes fraud is not maybe in terms of cash and delivery, and I know this model is popular in Italy also, maybe not that much, also with Nutra, but also with gadgets, from what I heard. And I think that here sometimes if you're a big team and you have a lot of media buyers, then sometimes this fraud is just not real fraud, but you hire some media buyer who really, really wants to be the best in the team, and he finds some funnel that actually is not very much good for this product, but it gives you cheap leads. That's what I saw a lot in the marketing. So his results go really, really well, go up, because, for example, he makes super false statements. I don't know, like, you won't have anorexia if you will be drinking, I don't know, this diet supply, or like something super, super misleading. And if you're a team of, I don't know, like 30, 50 media buyers, you can't literally manage every single person. And then what happens next? Because affiliate marketing is called also partnership marketing, right? So we are in partnership between advertiser, affiliate network, and affiliates. And because of one internal media buyer whom you just hired, or, for example, the story from my life, right? Not from my life, but from our affiliates, he just put a random person on the creatives, but it turned out that she's a member of the royal family in Arabic countries. Yeah, with just promoting skincare products, right? Just a single mistake, right? So he received, I don't know, maybe even not huge amount of leads, maybe like 10 leads, right? But then you have like a lot of ruined in all this chain of partnership marketing, right? Either the offer can be stopped, well, it's still bad for you, right? Because you are used to working with this offer. You need to change all the creatives to find some alternatives. And on the other hand, if, for example, the offer is not stopped, then your payout might go down, right? Because, of course, with this very young and immature media buyer who received really, really cheap leads, but then, voila, it's not profitable anymore for affiliate network. And let's say we can't pay you, I don't know, like 45 euro for a lead in Europe, right? We're paying you, I don't know, like 20, right? Because the buyout and approval rate already is not that. So sometimes fraud is just not meant to be there, right? So it's not, how to say, intense, or like
Right.
People don't think of making the fraud. They're just thinking of making easy money. Yeah, but that might happen sometimes as well.
And you touched on a good point because, the lead generation, paying for leads, I hate paying for leads, by the way. If you are paying for leads, you better have a very strong lead verification. So it's not just an email address verification. It may be an address verification. It may be a credit card. Take a credit card on that. Because if you're paying for this and you don't have the proper verification, you've opened yourself up. And this is where it goes back to thinking through, to fraud. Because if anybody could create an email address on Gmail, and anyone could go submit that, and it'd be, even confirmed, and there was no intent whatsoever to buy. So that's something to think about when you actually, pay for leads or have that in your program. You have to have a very strong verification process, or don't do it, because you're not going to make money with it, if that's your model.
That is right. Okay, guys, I see that we have like under a minute left, so maybe a final thought from each of us. One more thing, it's all about psychology of sales. If you are selling a product, if you are promoting it, you need to understand your audience. You need to feel like your audience. I mean, you need to get in their shoes and do everything that you think will, I don't know, convince them to buy your product, as simple as that. So you need to design creatives. Like you would like to buy this product, you need to design landing pages, and you need to make everything to make the conversion rates as high as possible.
I would like to add that a lot of you run Facebook, right? And there are different ways to collect the leads. So, for example, if you're collecting leads via questionnaire, right, when your final customers answer the questions, it will be really good if you take from your advertiser the scripts from the call center, so that you will be more consistent with the call center scripts. And then the final will be closed better, and more likely that the lead will be turned into a final sale and you will receive money on that. And also, I think that it's really important to collect as much data as possible. Of course, majority of you work with networks via API, and you collect all the phone numbers, all the emails, etc., etc. So don't forget about retargeting, or don't forget about what yesterday was said at the speech, trying to push the same audience on different traffic sources, if you can, for example, with push notifications or SMS, if you have that that funnel with your emails, etc. So it's better to collect as much data as possible to monetize it later.
And in addition to collecting the data, be smart of using this data, because if you work with Facebook, a lot of affiliates work with Facebook. Just an example, any traffic channel can be used in this example, but check the data as deep as you can. So if you have one campaign, 10 ad sets and hundreds of ads, of course it's smarter to check the granularity on ads level, because like this you will see which ad is not performing. You can kill this ad very fast, especially if you're using some software as a tracker. You can kill these ads automatically. You can set the rules to do this. That will save you a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of patience. I don't know what else. A lot of, well, everything. And one more thing about granularity, automation. Do not only use automation to kill these not performing ads, but use automation to raise the traffic, for the amount of traffic you send for good performing ads. This is also can be done with the software, or some affiliates are old school and do this manually, which is also good.
My last pivot is commissions. And we touched on that, and just really briefly. If you're an affiliate, again, you're focusing on not the number or the amount of the commission, but what the EPC is. And you know, that's conversion rate, that's minus cancellation rate, that's understanding exactly what the metrics give you at the end, what they yield. So if you're an affiliate and you see, you know, a very large commission rate, well, what's the performance metrics? If you're a merchant, you have all different pieces. And going back to something you said, definitely talk to the affiliate manager to see what the potential is, what the volume incentives are, and so on, because it's not just the default. But if you're the merchant also, you have all of these different angles, right? You have competitors that are paying ridiculous amounts. And they may be able to pay different amounts because they have other verticals they can use these leads for, and you may not. So where you get into an ROI danger is trying to compete with folks you can't compete with, trying to pay commissions that you end up losing money on. Sure, your sales are great, but at the end of the day, there's no profit. So there is a middle ground. There's ways to play things so that you can compete, but at a different volume that makes you profitable. And then you find your niches where there's not the demand for these higher commissions, or, and again, tying some of the things we said together, you have a very high conversion rate and you can pay much lower commissions and explain at the end of the day to the affiliate, you're making more money with us. You know, the single number per sale may be lower, but based on your traffic, you're going to make more because I'm selling more to more of your traffic. So again, this is a little bit of a master class I do, so I'll end it here. But EPC is the most important thing if you're an affiliate, and long-term value and understanding what that is and building commissions around there is most important for the merchant.
That's right. I think that's it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.